Hello, people of the world, and welcome to Brain on Break, episode number 1. I'm your host, Jimmy, and I hope you guys are ready to send your minds on a little break out of this day. Whatever day you're having, I hope you're having a good one. To celebrate our first episode, I have collected some crazy confessions, tifus, FMLs, and wild stories to read out for us to enjoy together. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first one we have is a little confession that titles, "My boyfriend doesn't know that I can't bake, and I have been using boxed mixes." Okay, this is going to be interesting as a chef reading this. One time, my boyfriend came over after I'd made cookies using the Pillsbury cookie dough that you just put into the oven. Took one off the tray and started gushing about how good these cookies were. He didn't ask how they were made or anything, but a few days later told me he was craving cookies. So I made more with other package of dough for the next time he came over. This time he was raving even more about how the cookies I make are so soft and delicious, and he can't ever get cookies to be this soft, and I must have a really, really good recipe. I'm sorry, this is just already hilarious. I just nodded and went, "Yup. Just take credit. Just fake it till you make it. I like that." And kept making the cookies in secret with a pre-made dough whenever he wanted cookies, making sure to hide it in the back of the fridge when I buy it. Recently, he had a work thing and said that he wanted to bring a little treat and asked if I could make cookies. But I didn't have any of the cookie dough, so I told him I've been wanting to make muffins since I had a muffin mix in a box in one of the cupboards. This is already getting out of hand, but alright. So I baked him the muffins, and he again raved about how my amazing skills, quote unquote. So now I make him box muffins all the time too. I do sometimes make alterations, like adding cream cheese, flavored Chip-Its to the carrot muffins, or bits of crushed up score, what the hell is score, into the cookie dough. But they're definitely not my recipes, and I'm positive I wouldn't be able to make anything good from scratch. LOL. By the way, I'm 100% sure if I told him that's just boxed or pre-prepared baked goods, he would not care at all. Would just laugh about it and would definitely say he thinks it's adorable. LOL again. But I just like seeing how he lights up when he eats the super soft cookies and don't have the heart to tell him it's not some kind of OG recipe that I came up with. This is actually, I picked this one because this has to be like the most wholesome confession I have seen in a really, really long time. It's so adorable and cute, and it's just funny. It's I mean, that's it. But you know, just go with it. I mean, whatever. Fake it till you make it type of thing. Just go with it. All right. Our next confession is titled, "Taught my dog to do beer fetch, then graduated to an unethical trick next. My neighbor is a drunk, lazy hillbilly asshole." Wow, that's a mouthful to start with. But he has a pet door. No pet either. I have had a border collie for 4 years, and now he is hyperreactive, so instead of getting rid of him, I put him to work. Smart little bastard can open the fridge, open the case, and everything. He even shuts the fridge when he's done. I swear, this dog understands English. Well, my neighbor asked if he could borrow a socket a few weeks ago, and I noticed he has a similar fridge and drinks butt wiper, just like me. Drinks butt wiper. What is that? Cannot be real, by the way. So I loaned him the socket. Still hasn't returned it, by the way. Talk about holding grudges. And while he was at work, I pointed at his pet door and gave the beer fetch command. Uh-oh, we're stealing here. Okay. I was shocked when the fucker came out with the beer. Multiple exclamation marks. I guess I didn't expect it to work first try, so now I don't buy beer because I don't drink anywhere near as much as my neighbor, and apparently he cannot count either. This is amazing. And this is fresh. This is like from 10 days ago. This is genius. This is really, really good. But I'll tell you something. The second I own a dog, he's definitely going to learn to fetch some things for me. Easy. Let's move on to our first Tifu for this episode. Today I fucked up by forgetting to mute myself during a virtual meeting and revealing my deep-seated hatred for office buzzwords. Okay, nothing like corporate fun. This happened approximately 36 minutes ago. This was posted 2 weeks ago. And my embarrassment is fresher than the questionable sushi I ate last night. Okay, I'm already enjoying this writing, okay? I was in a virtual meeting with my boss and a few bigwigs from corporate. Everyone was tossing around phrases like circle back, low-hanging fruit, synergy, and my personal favorite, make it pop. This is already good. Little did I know, I was not muted. So while the rest of them diligently nodded, I loudly muttered to my cat, ironically, if I hear let's pivot one more time, I'm gonna pivot straight into another dimension. My boss went quiet. The bigwig from corporate started chuckling, and I realized everyone had, in fact, heard my borderline meltdown. Everyone tried to play it off politely, but I'm pretty sure I just blacklisted myself from any future synergistic pivoting. Moral of the story, always double check the mute button, folks. And I will tell you something. Honestly, if you're recording anything, even a fucking reel or a video on your, on your phone or anything, double check your mute button or your microphone, because it has happened to me that I have gone on a full ranting episode on my previous podcast to realize that I was muted, or done fully fledged 3-4 hours live streams on Twitch when I was starting and I had 0 views, completely muted, and there was nobody there to tell me that I was muted. So, oops. All right, next one is titled, Today I Fucked Up by Accidentally Starting a Citywide Scavenger Hunt. Oh, this one's going to be good. All right, buckle in. Obligatory, this happened last weekend, and I'm still dealing with the aftermath. Holy shit. Okay, this one has seasons. So I work at a small indie bookstore, and we often get used books donated. Last week, I found this beautiful vintage copy of Treasure Island with really detailed illustrations. Inside was this yellow piece of paper with what looked like an old-timey treasure map and some cryptic clues. I thought it would be fun to post it on our local city's subreddit as a joke, saying I found this mysterious map and wondering if anyone knew what it meant. The post blew up overnight. Like, seriously blew up. Turns out the clues actually matched up with real location and landmarks around their city. Old buildings, historic landmarks, etc. What I thought was gibberish actually made sense to history buffs. People started forming teams and going on actual treasure hunts. Someone made a Discord. Local news picked it up. Oh my god, this is getting serious. There are now hundreds of people combing through my city following these clues, quote unquote. Here is the thing. There is no treasure. Sounds like something I would do. The map was probably just some kids' school projects from decades ago. I tried posting updates explaining this, but people think I'm trying to throw them off the trail. This is so good. Some guy in a fedora came to the bookstore today and accused me of being part of a secret society. I love this so much. This is so good. The mayor's office called asking about permits for treasure hunting on public property. Oh my god, getting the fucking authorities involved. I love it. I'm getting DMs from people claiming they've solved parts of the puzzle and demanding to know the next steps. Someone started a GoFundMe to hire a professional cryptographer. That's insane. Honestly, what I would do in this situation, I would just keep feeding clues. Eventually something will come up, right? Be like, hey guys, whoever finds this treasure gets 50% of the profit or whatever. Let them all do all the work. You never know. Somebody could dig something up. I don't know. Oh man, this is such a good story. I wouldn't call this, it's a fuck up. Okay, never mind. All right, our next Tifu says, today I fucked up my wife's day with a single movement. Okay. I kept the title vague for the dramatic storytelling flair. Also, obligated this wasn't today. Okay, I'm already loving this author. Keep going. So, my wife works in an office setting, and during the holidays, it can be especially stressful for her. It was a bad week in general, and I would come home from work, and she would be consistently sad or anxious. I would always do whatever I could to help, during the moment, but then that time of the month came and made her week worse. So, to surprise her, I went and searched for her favorite ice cream. It's an uncommon flavor and none of the nearby stores had it. I did manage to find a singular bin and I brought it home. Now, she was ecstatic that I could find any. She was thrilled. We went into the kitchen. She got a bowl. She was giggling and smiling more than she had for a week, and I was so happy to see it. She got the ice cream, opened it up, and this is where I made a mistake. I don't know what possessed me. Oh no, here it comes. I don't think I'll ever know why I did it. Probably to make her laugh. ? Okay, hear this out. I lifted my hand and quickly jabbed my finger directly into the perfectly smooth, unbroken top layer of ice cream. No. Oh no. She froze, I froze, and then she started sobbing. Oh no. I can't believe it. Like shoulder shaking sobs. She dropped everything and started bawling. I couldn't get a word out of her for 5 minutes. Only tears. I felt horrible and consoled her as much as possible. She calmed down and was laughing about it afterwards, but I still felt horrible. We both laugh about it to this day, but I'm not allowed near her ice cream anymore. I would not allow you near my ice cream anymore, ever. There's an edit. Hold on. There's an edit. It was in no way done with malicious intent. She still ate the ice cream, and the cry helped her decompress from the stress. I just did not expect it to be the straw or finger that broke the camel's back. Also, clarified some intent to make it easier for new readers. I love this. Like, I don't... Okay, I don't have anything else to add to this. This is like the most perfect today I fucked up ever. That's such a good Tifu. All right, let's squeeze in an FML for the day. Insulted by my scale, ... and my wife. I got on the scale today and it said OLD. I couldn't believe it. My scale called me old. My adult son corrected me. It stands for overloaded. My wife chimes in, more like oink, louder. That's it. That's literally it. All right, we have a little confession here that says, I lied about a random hobby and now I'm stuck living a double life. Have we? I think all of us have lied about a hobby at some point. Or is it just me? Oh shit, I think I might have exposed myself right now. Okay, let's focus on the confession. All right, cool. A few months ago, I randomly told a coworker I'm really into bird watching. I don't understand why, but okay. I don't even know why I said it. Okay, here we go. It just popped out during a conversation about hobbies. I figured it was harmless since it's not like they'd ever ask for proof or anything. Cool. Well, apparently, this coworker is also a huge fan of bird watching. That's a Tifu as well, partially, but okay. They've been inviting me to birdwatching meetups, sending me bird photos, and even lent me a book on rare birds. I've been faking my way through every single interaction, Googling birds, species, and memorizing fun facts like it's a school project. I'm so deep into the lie now that I feel like I could teach a beginner's birdwatching class. This is good. The worst part, there's worse than this? Okay, I've actually started enjoying it. I went bird watching by myself last weekend in secret, just so I wouldn't look clueless at the next meetup. The first comment says, maybe you said it because you wanted it to be true, and now it is. Plot twist. Oh my god. I have another comment here that says, just be careful not to accidentally blur the lines between your real and fake bird watching adventures. Bruh. All right, last confession for the day. Let's go. My coworker called in sick, but I swear I saw him at a crime scene on the news. Okay, this must be good. So, this happened last week, and I still can't stop thinking about it. This is from a month ago. I work at this small office, and we're a pretty tight-knit group. So when somebody calls in sick, it's usually not a big deal. But my coworker, Mark, this bitch named him, okay, called in on Thursday with this over-the-top dramatic voice saying he had the flu and could barely move. I wished him well and moved on with my day. That night, I was eating dinner and half watching the local news when something caught my attention. They were covering a robbery at a gas station a few miles from my place. The footage was grainy, but they showed this dude in a hoodie and a mask sprinting out of the store. He was tall, had the same exact build as Mark, and the kicker, he had this distinct limp. Mark had twisted his ankle the week before. Mark must have really bad luck, by the way. At first, I laughed it off. I mean, what are the odds, right? But then they interviewed a witness who said the guy drove off in a silver car. Mark, plot twist, drives a silver Honda. She really exposed that man. God damn it. I started feeling that weird mix of disbelief and, oh crap, is this real? The next day, Mark comes into work, walking perfectly fine, by the way. I casually asked how he was feeling, and he goes, oh, way better. Just needed some rest. But there's the thing. He was weirdly specific about what he did while he was, quote unquote, sick. Like, oh, I just laid on the couch, watched some Netflix, drank Gatorade, nothing exciting. Now, I didn't say anything because, I mean, what do I even say? Hey, did you rob a gas station? But I swear, every time I catch him glancing at me, it's like he knows I know. The kicker? Yesterday, somebody brought donuts to the office and Mark joked, if I ever robbed the store, it'd be for these. Oh no, I think Mark that's fucked up. Next post is going to be Tifu by Mark. Everyone laughed, but I couldn't even look at him. I'm not saying he did it, but I'm not saying he didn't. Let's take a look at the comments here. Mark knows you know, and he is going to end you very soon. And then after that, there's 3 deleted comments. Mark has nothing to lose. Be careful, OP. Oh, I love this. All right, my dear listeners, thank you so much for tagging along to today's Confessions, Tifus, FMLs, and Wild Stories. It was a lot of fun. I got a good kick out of it, and I hope you did too. Now you can turn your minds back on and tackle the rest of your day, or go to sleep, or start your day, and do what you want. And I'll be here on Sundays sharing some more of these funny stories, Confessions, Tifus, FMLs, and all of that kind of stuff. If you like what you're listening to, come back for more. So make sure you follow on whatever platform you're listening. Follow us on social media. We have all the links down below. So go check it out. I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful one. Ciao.